Listen, if you're always starting over on Monday, you're not failing, you're just living without standards. And I'm not saying this to tear you down. I'm saying this because I've been there. That cycle where Monday feels like a fresh start. If that's you, stay with me. We are breaking that pattern today. Let's be honest about what's really happening here. Most men don't fall off. They drift slowly, quietly, and predictably. When Friday comes, that feels like you're taking a break. Saturday becomes a blur. Sunday is guilt and promises. Monday comes and it feels like a punishment. And every time you restart, a little part of you loses belief in yourself. Not because you're weak, but because you're stuck in a loop that was never built to help you win. I have been there. I know it for years. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Consistency isn't built on Mondays. It's built on weekends. Your weekends determine your consistency more than your weekdays will ever do. Anyone can be disciplined when life is structured, when you're at work, when you're on routine, when everything is predictable. But who are you when structures disappeared? That's the real you. That's the real you when identity disappears. If you can only stay disciplined when everything is perfect, you are not disciplined, you are dependent. Dependent on routine, dependent on structure, dependent on motivation, dependent on starting over on Monday. Real discipline shows up when no one is watching, when you're tired, when you're stressed, when you're off schedule, and when you're not motivated. Weekends don't expose you. They show you where the real work has to be done. Let's break down the reasons why you keep starting over every Monday. You have no plan. You plan your week out, you have no weekend plans. And if you have no weekend plans, you keep doing the same thing every weekend. You let emotions drive decisions. Stressed, you eat food. Loneliness, you eat food. Celebration, you eat food. Friends come over, you eat food. That's not eating, that's coping. You treat weekends like escape. Running from pressure, running from responsibilities, running from the identity that you set yourself to. You haven't built identity anchors, so the moment Monday comes, feels like a restart. Friday, you want to reward yourself. You reset back again. That's not the standard that you want to be at. And the last one, you don't have non-negotiables. Your weekdays have rules. Your weekends have vibes. And vibes don't build discipline. Now here is how you break the cycle for good. Just simple strategies, no restrictions. Set your plans for the weekend. Don't eat out 2 days in a row. Drink with a meal on the side. Try as much as you can to track what you eat. Here is how to break that cycle for good. No drinking out without a meal. No dining out twice in a weekend, and no mornings without movement. And brings me to 2. Have at least one fitness activity every weekend. Stretch for 20 minutes. Go for a walk. Go for a hike. All of that helps you to stay at 60% of your identity through the weekend. Plan your meals. Know your breakfast. Know your lunch. Know your dinner. Remove the chaos. Don't let Friday erase your identity. Friday is not, I'm not continuing. It's not my identity stops here. It continues growing from there. If you keep stopping over on Friday, Saturdays and Sundays will feel like undoing everything that you have done. And that brings me to the last one. Build momentum instead of starting over. Not perfectly, but with continuation. Momentum beats motivation. You all know that. If you can stay 60% within the game in the weekend, that will help you to retain your identity. So brother, if you've been feeling guilty about the 2 days in the week, planning all your 5 days, incorporate the 2 days as well. If you can maintain 60% of your identity during the weekend, it will help you to carry over your standards. Because remember, it's not what you do during the weekdays, it's what you do during the weekend that matters the most. So if you've watched all this video all the way to the end and you need my help, I want you to scan the QR code right down beneath the video. And if this is your first time that you're coming on the channel, I love new people here. Go ahead and comment. What are you willing to change? Let's build a life that is worth living.